What's up, everybody? This is Jimmy with Trading Decoded, and this is going to be our second update video, as I will do them monthly, on the Divi-Den series. But we're going to show you everything that we earned in January of 2025, and I will continue to do this every month. Now, because I explained everything about how we got to where we are today in this video over here, you're more than welcome to go watch that. It's from the previous months where there's a lot more explanation as to why I'm doing this, what I'm doing, how it started, and all of this stuff. So check that out so you know where we started and why. The other thing I have to say in every one of these videos, because well, there's always somebody out there trying to blame somebody else for everything that goes wrong, is I'm not a financial advisor. The things that I am doing in this video series are with my own money, and I'm willing to risk my own money for the sake of making these videos. Really doing this because I need to know if it's going to work for an early retirement plan. It's risky. Don't do what I'm doing unless you're wanting to take your own risk. Okay, this is not investment advice. In fact, I would argue that this is the wrong way to do it. But again, as I explained in the first video of this series, you should do it a different way if you're going to do it. I'm just doing it for science. Now, without further ado, let me first also mention my book. My book is out. You guys should look into getting that for me. I don't make a lot of money on it, but I think it could be helpful for people who are trying to learn how to day trade. And yeah, and the rest of these videos going forward are going to be pretty short because I'm only going to show you a few things, which is what's happened between the last video and this video. And because I don't deposit any money into this account, there's not a whole lot to show. So let's get into it and let me show you what we got going on. So as you can see right here, I have I'm just showing you my positions. I have 2,000 shares, which is my goal. Eventually for all of my holdings is to have 2,000 shares, each of 5 different versions of these high yield dividends. Right now I'm only holding 3 because, well, I'm working on building out the positions. And the way I've done this is I've turned drip on. So my dividends are reinvesting and automatically buying additional shares every time I get a dividend. And once I hit 2,000 shares, as I did here in my Tesla position, I turn the drip off. And then when I get my monthly money from Tesla, I'm using it to buy additional shares of the next one that I'm working up to 2,000 shares, which in my case is going to be Coinbase. Okay, so this month, we made $1,436 on Tesla in dividends with 2,000 shares, 2003, 161.9 shares of Nvidia paid out $263.38 this month. And my 902 shares of Coinbase paid out $625 in dividend payments for a total of $2,324.81. Now, the next thing that we got going on here is just showing you that after all of my dividends received, as mentioned in the slide before, for January of 2025, I made $2,324.81. The account value sits at 43,000, which I think we're going to see right here. Oh, well, hold on. Before that, you get to see my dividend payments and that it's auto reinvesting. So, you know, we bought additional 5.5 shares of Nvidia. Coinbase, with its dividend, bought 52 more shares. And I got my dividend from Tesla, which was $1,436. Where I manually bought more Coinbase, 101 shares of Coinbase. And then I got another Nvidia dividend that right before the end of this month that paid out $128 and it bought 6.5 more shares of. All right, so that's everything that has been purchased this month. And right here, you could see that the beginning value from January 1st, 2025 to February 1, 2025, so 1 month, we started January with 41,865, and today, right now, it's worth 42,328. It's only a 1.1% gain on the account based on that, but we've had some pretty wild days to the upside and the downside. The net loss based on share price has been minus $1,862. But the dividend payments for this month have exceeded that by $462.52. And that's how we got from $41,865 to what is now $42,328. And that's all I have to show you in the way of that. So again, these videos are going to be much shorter simply because there's not a whole lot to show. I'm not investing any additional money into this. And if I do, I'll share that with you guys. Now, what I was thinking about doing is through any proceeds from the sale of my book, because they're not a lot, meaning between you, me, and everybody who watches this, I am making $6 per book, and half of which goes to the people who helped me bring it to market. So I'm only making $3 a book, guys. I'm not getting rich on this. So what I am considering doing, because it's not life-changing money, unless you guys promote it for me and push it out there and hundreds of thousands of copies sell, that would be amazing. But either way, I'm debating on taking my half of that money and putting it into this dividend portfolio so that I can get to my goal that I'm trying to achieve a little bit sooner, which is, by the way, I would like my goal is to make $200,000 a year off of dividend payments alone, which is about $16,000 a month. It's telling me that in in the current state of this portfolio, which is everything we just covered, it's going to take me, it's achievable in 3 years. So by 2028, I should be able to make $200,000 a year on my dividend payments. And you can see here, this was my last dividends received from December of 2024. This was this month for January of 2025. And the reason this one is so high is because we got 2 Tesla dividend payments on this month for whatever reason. And Tesla is my largest holding. Dividends received here, because it only goes back to June of 2024, shows it's $20,898 for 2024. Through January of 2025, and my future outlook is pretty good at almost $41,000 is what it's guesstimating it will be. If that happens, I'm a happy camper. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, I'm going to try and keep these videos just under 10 minutes if possible. And it's going to be like this every month. So if you want to follow along in my journey, subscribe to the channel. I will post this once a month after I get my final payment or dividend payment each month, and then make a review over it. So if you guys are interested in it, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find this interesting information, I appreciate your support. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Till tomorrow. I love you guys. See you.